And go. All right. So this page 1 is done. Let's do page 2. Hello. There it is. Slight problem that I have right now, though, is I'm trying to learn animation and pixel art, so all my settings are weird every time I pick up my Procreate. Usually I have it all set for comics. Okay, we're looking at layer 1, which is our panels layer. Technical pen. This particular layout, which is a back panel or an inset. It's really a back panel. Because these panels are not considered to be inset into the larger panel below. Oh shoot, what is going on with my eraser? Let me fix that. So I'm learning pixel art, and so you can see I've got the, I've literally got a 1 pixel wide brush and a 1 pixel wide eraser. I could show you some of my, let me show you some of my pixel art. I'm not saying it's great. It is what it is. There it is right there. I don't know, can you see that? I can pause it. And I even did one where I inserted them into a scene. But I want to do more complex scenes. I think my scenes are very complex right now. Buildings and things like that. It's a whole new challenge. All right. So panel, everything below is just a back panel. However, I don't want to black this whole page out. I was thinking of somehow gradienting in from the back on this side, which I think might be the same way to do it. Let's go ahead and do that on its own layer, just in case I screw it up. So we're going to call this back gradient. Okay. Now the way I used to do space scenes was okay. It was pretty cool. It was I would use a watercolor style brush and just kind of mix it in there, and I'd put my stars in there, and it looked pretty good. I don't think I want to do that this time, though. I think I'm wanting to go with something kind of like a drippy fountain pen, or this blue note is intriguing. I don't know what it is. Then we've got some other, the Mr. Legit brush, the blue note bleeder, fat grungy. You have such great names. Or the super dry brush blender. Oh, here's an imposter brush. Well, I kind of like that idea a little bit. Oh, we got some Sumi E brushes as well. Oh, look at this, ink washes. Okay, even better. Grindhouse palette knife. All right, let's just mess with this. Let's see what we're gonna get. It's certainly noisy, whatever it is. Dry wash. I'm liking the idea of just kind of faking it in. Let's go back to that crazy. All right, you're looking at this thing. It's messing everything up. What are you doing this for? For right now, we're going to do that. Then we're going to erase. You see how I back the opacity off, just so I can see where my erasing is going to go. And I think we can follow this kind of grungy technique for the whole panel, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I want to do this. There's supposed to be this big space portal, and he's, hovering in front of it, and it's going to be kind of a cool panel. I hope. I've never really tried anything like this before, so I had pretty good luck when I was doing my space techniques back in the day. So maybe this will be the same. I like the idea that you're looking at something and you know that what you're looking at is art supplies. I think we can delete that now. You can literally see the brushstrokes and everything. But you're somehow okay with it, right? So it's one of those things. My issue is I'm going to have to just leave this for right now while I do all the inking, and then I cover it on its own layer and then erase it, strategically so that the ink parts, the figures, the portal, all that stuff comes through. Or maybe I'll even do it like in white. I can do like a white ink for the portal part. But it seems like we can do a lot with this. And we're not going to go all the way to black on the behind. We're just going to kind of leave it like it is almost exactly right now, where it's, where it kind of fades out, sort of. In fact, we could even fade out, like take some of the opacity out. Oops. Bring the eraser opacity back up. The opacity for, there we go. Like that. All right. Let's roll back in here. Back to Rusty Nib. And we're going to put the Rusty Nib above the back gradient. Layer 2 is our pencils, so we're going to leave the pencils on top. Inky. Layer 2. Pencils. All right, let's give it a shot. What happened there? Stardust is meant to be pretty darn buff. He's if you ever seen the even the Golden Age version of him, Like he was drawn very specifically to be tougher looking than Superman. All right. I just have to remember to always draw him like that. Even Captain Marvel, I think Captain Marvel was drawn to look tougher than Superman in the Fawcett comics. Not that Superman was any slouch, but he was drawn with relatively normal proportions in the Golden Age. Relatively normal. That might not be the Superman you remember, depending on when you got into comics. I mean, and by the time I was into it, obviously he was the '70s Superman, which is a tough guy. Okay. Stardust has this distinctive triangle-shaped yoke that he wears. Okay. And we're going to be doing some, I don't know if it's an experiment, but we're going to be accounting for the light coming up from above. We've got to fix that somehow. And I'm looking at him right now and I'm thinking I may have gotten his eyes off center, so let's see if we can potato head that one on a little bit better. Pointing ears are, of course, my own addition to the Stardust character. Now, we've got to somehow, oops, remove the pencils. He's leaning forward, so I might have to cut this off there. That might be the saner place to put his shoulders. Look like he's wearing shoulder pads. Still is on this side. All right. I'm going to put the light affecting coming up from the bottom here. So, but I think what we need to do first is put a little bit of the equipment from the spaceship. He's still in his landing craft here, his crude conveyance. We're going to overlay that with a speech balloon. Let's take a look. And we're on the right track. So we don't have a lot going on just yet, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get yet another layer out. Hang on, let's do it right here. We're going to call this hatching. J-A-T-C-H-I-N-G. Same nib. If this is the light, then we hatch towards the light so that the taper is going towards the light. And we've got a certain amount of double lighting because this is also a light, his eyes. Cinematographically, he's a little bit tough to light. Let's see, we're going to black out this whole back line right here. And then let's how about this right here? And then so we're starting to get the sense of the light being there. We're attempting to get there. There we go. Yeah, same deal here. Even on the equipment. there's some of that stuff in the cockpit, the very hard to draw cockpit. Let's take a look at, I might have to even put it up as a reference page here. I think we can get away with kind of faking a lot of this stuff on the next page. I'm looking at it right now. I think we might even just tone out this area right here. That just makes it fade into the background, we hope. I think if I get the other parts as well. I'm trying to figure out that. The danger, if we do this wrong, and I might be on the verge of doing it wrong, is that it'll start to read as hairy or something, which we don't want. So let's cross our fingers. All right, let's take this side. This is going to be our checkerboard computer. This is all looking actually okay to me. I mean, it's a little bit messy, but it feels dramatic, you know? All right, let's look at what goes on this computer panel. I want to make it kind of match. It looks like there's just like this one big panel and it's a split screen. That should have been a thin line. Thick line is back here. If I'm missing what by doing this. I can easily back these changes back out. I'm thinking this is pretty good. Okay. Look at a cable. Oops. If we have a cable, we can use even more shadows. Looks like we could even do like some really thin stuff in the back. What would I have planned on going on over there? Oh, there's a seat back here. The the chair that he's in. I think this is a little weird. I don't remember what this is even supposed to be back here. But let's make that part of a piece of equipment. All right. On top of everything, the bubbles layer. And let's go find where it is. Technical pen. Why can't I do it? Oh, everything's frozen. What's going on here? Bubbles. Oh, what happened? Okay. Oh, I get it. Maybe that's it for now. I think I have to restart my program. Let's give it a shot. Come back. Come back. All right. Surprising details. Surprising details. I'm going to do this one speech bubble. I'm a little weirded out why it's not working. Oh, that's why. Apple Pencil has become unlinked. All right. We're going to let that figure itself out. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and there will be more comics every day. Please check back tomorrow.